Hey there, it's Pete Thorn. Welcome to my studio. Thanks for joining me. I'm here for Vintage King, and recently VK asked me to do an exclusive demo video of my signature Suhr guitar amp, the PT100SE. There's one sitting right there. You heard it on all the guitar parts on the track at the beginning of the video, and I love playing through this amp. I love talking about it, so I'm going to do a little bit of both today, and hopefully I can cover all the tones and features in this video. So a quick mission statement, what we were going for when we designed this amp. We wanted to make the ultimate 100-watt, all-tube, no compromise, American clean and British gain under one hood amp available anywhere in the world. And I really think we've achieved that goal. You know, the tones speak for themselves. It sounds and feels just fantastic to play. And it's packed with features that both the studio player and the live player will really appreciate, we think. You're seeing it out on the road now with a diverse range of players, everybody from the great Ian Thornley with Big Wreck, James Valentine with Maroon 5, my good buddy Steve Stevens has one out with Billy Idol, Reb Beach with Whitesnake. So I can't thank all those guys enough. These are like my guitar heroes, and they're all out on the road using an amp with my initials on it, and I'm so proud of that. So let's check out some of the core tones that Channel 1, Channel 2, and Channel 3 are capable of producing. All the guitar parts in this video were recorded through a trusty old studio cabinet of mine. It's a divided by 13 closed back 212 with a nice worn in pair of Celestion greenbacks. I mic'd up one of the greenbacks with an SM57 and a SE VR1 ribbon microphone. Both mics were mounted in an SE reflection filter, and I blended them both in the mix. I'm using Chandler and Maris mic pre's. Now normally I would play the PT100 amp through its matching Suhr closed back 212 cabinet, which features Celestion Creamback H speakers, but both my Suhr cabs are over in Japan right now ready for tour, so I decided to use my old divided by 13 cab for this video. I should mention that the amp is real speaker cabinet friendly, and I find I can tune it into just about any speaker cabinet out there because the EQ is real powerful and there's lots of options. Now, I should mention that also there's a few features that I just didn't have time to get to in this video because it's already quite long. So on the back of the amp, you've got a depth switch. That is a 3-position switch that will vary bass in the power amp section of the amp. I ran it in the middle setting for the entire video. There's a presence control. That's pretty self-explanatory. I ran it on 5. And there's the feedback control. The feedback control varies negative feedback in the power amp section of the PT100. As you turn it down, it kind of has a softening effect and makes the amp maybe a little spongier, a little more squishy. As you turn it up, I find it makes the amp more open, a little louder, a little more modern sounding. I ran it on 5 for the whole video. John Suhr came up with an all-new MOSFET boost circuit for the PT100SE. You can use it in front of any one of the 3 amp channels. It's switchable via the front panel of the amp and also switchable on the foot switch of the amp, effectively giving you 6 different levels of drive and gain out of the PT100SE amp. So it's basically like having a great drive or boost pedal in front of your amp, except unlike any pedal, it's running off the high voltage of the amp itself, of course, and is a part of the amp circuit. And the overall effect I find is when you switch it in, it just becomes a really organic, natural part of the guitar sound. So let's check out the sound of the boost circuit in front of all 3 channels. The effects loop in the PT100SE is really something special. It's incredibly well thought out and designed and absolutely studio grade. It's properly buffered so long cable runs to and from the loop are no problems. It features an instrument level switch and line level switch, so you can use pedal effects or rack effects with no issues. And there's a series mode or parallel mode, and in parallel mode you're actually using the built-in mixer, and your dry signal's passing through that loop absolutely unaffected by it and just keeps things incredibly transparent. But I should emphasize that it just sounds great and is very transparent no matter what. I usually use the loop with my pedal board and my rig in series mode at instrument level, and in theory that would be the most colored way that you could possibly use it, and it still just keeps the tone incredibly pure and sounds just great to me even with long cable runs. So right now I'm going to patch in my little pedal board and run through a Strymon Flint and Strymon L Capistan pedal, and I'm going to turn the effects off, and I just want you to hear that the tone stays nice and true when I switch the loop in, even with 20 feet of cable running to and from the amp, send and return. Okay, here we go. The effects loop also features a return master level control. That functions as a makeup gain when you've got effects plugged into the effects loop of the amp, but really you can just think of it also as an overall master volume for the entire amplifier. So you can set up your individual channel volumes using the level controls on all 3 channels, get a nice balance between channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3, and then engage the effects loop on the back of the amp and just set your overall listening volume using that return level master. Works incredibly well. This is a 100-watt amp, so obviously it can be blisteringly loud, but when you engage the loop and then just bring that master down on the back, it's really amazing how it retains the core feel and tone of the amp, even at nice low listening volumes. So I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to set up a tone right now, and I'm going to have the master nice and healthy loud on the back, and then I'm going to bring it down, and please listen to how the amp retains all its tone and feel and sounds just great even at much lower volume levels that I'm going to start at. Okay, here we go. The PT100SE features full MIDI switching. You can use your own MIDI foot controller to switch between all 3 channels and also turn the boost on and off. And you can do that with program change messages or continuous controller messages. Or of course you can use the great included foot switch, which is right here. So you can change between channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and then you can also turn the boost on and off with this switch. Now the boost state is programmable using this foot switch. So let's say I always want the boost to come on with a certain channel. Any one of the channels you can do this with, let's say channel 3. I turn on the boost, hold down the channel 3 button. Now every time I switch to channel 3, that boost is going to come on. So it's easy to do, easy to program, fast enough that you can do it in between songs or even mid-song really quickly, and it just works great. Thanks for watching my video on the Suhr PT100 Signature Edition amplifier, my very own signature amp that I'm so proud of. We wanted to make an amp that would provide a career full of good tones for the rock player, the country player, the metal player, all kinds of genres. We wanted to make it rock solid, and we wanted to make it in America, and I think we've achieved all those goals. Please check it out further at the VK website if you got any questions on the amp. You can also check it out at the Suhr website. And in closing, I'd just like to say it's such an honor to work on this with my good friend John Suhr, and it's not really like work at all when you're doing what you love with your friends. Alright, take care, and come back and see me for some more videos real soon. I'm Pete Thorn. Take it easy.